Influencer marketing is a great way to grow your e-commerce store. However, it can cost you a lot of money if you're not finding the right influencers to use, or maybe the influencers that you're going after are just going to charge you a lot of money. So in this video, I want to go over exactly how to find influencers that are going to help grow your sales for your e-commerce store. Influencer marketing has a lot of different benefits. So before we go into exactly how to find influencers for your store, I want to quickly hit on the top benefits that influencer marketing can have for your Shopify store. First off, it's a lot more cost-effective than running paid ads. Typically, paid ads you have to continually keep running, and once you turn them off, then there goes the traffic and sales to your store. Where influencers you can partner with and they can continue to have that content that keeps promoting your store. Also, it gives your brand some credibility because they are highlighting your brand, hopefully tagging you in the post, which can also grow your social media following as well. And you're just getting that great kind of reach and content. Talking about content, hopefully you can work out a deal with them where you can actually use the photos or videos that they produce with your products and feature that on your website or on your own social media channels so that you are getting that extra little bit of social proof that you can highlight on your store moving forward. And lastly, hopefully you are going to be partnering with someone that is a good fit for your store, and they're going to end up sending some traffic and sales to your store, which is obviously the biggest thing of influencer marketing, is that you are going to hopefully get some sales from it. But overall, there's still so many benefits that come with doing influencer marketing, whether that be through Instagram influencers or YouTube or wherever you're partnering with them. It's still a great way to grow your e-commerce store. So now let's talk about how to actually find the right influencers for your Shopify store. So there are a couple different types of influencers, and I'm going to talk specifically now about Instagram. So the first type of influencer would be a brand account. So let's say for this example that you are selling dog leashes. Your brand account that you could partner with could be a company kind of like Luna Loon Co., which sells dog bandanas. They're in that same dog niche that your product is in, and maybe you could partner with them to do a giveaway of one of your leashes and one of their bandanas, so you're cross-promoting each other. So it's, again, not a direct competitor, but you're still in that same niche. You know that anyone that's already following them, since they have a bit of an audience already, would be interested in your products as well. You can also partner with individual influencers. So in the dog niche, this would be like Doug the Pug, which is a celebrity dog. And they post content that are obviously for people who love dogs, and they're going to be following that account because they want to see what Doug's up to. And this could be a great way to partner with Doug to have, maybe one of your leashes featured on a walk or something like that for his individual account. The last type of influencer that you could be partnering with on Instagram would be a theme page or a meme account. So this would be more like Dogs of Instagram. So this is a more collection of multiple different all kind of dog niche things. They're reposting different dog accounts and photos, but you know that anyone that is following Dogs of Instagram is going to be a dog lover, have a dog themselves, or is just generally interested in the dog niche. So you're still sticking with that overall core niche of dogs, which is going to be a fit for your product. So now that you've kind of got your different types of influencers, let's talk about how to actually find the right influencer for your brand. Because although yes, you need to know your niche overall of dog, if you just start looking for anyone that is posting in the dog niche, that's a lot to go through, and it may not be the right fit for your store, and again, end up costing you a lot of extra money. So in terms of finding influencers, I do want to mention that there are different software and tools that will help you actually find influencers and reach out to them. However, a lot of times this comes with an additional fee. And if you're just getting started out either with your e-commerce store or with influencer marketing, it doesn't really make sense to be spending an additional fee up front when you could actually put that towards maybe working with another influencer. So I don't really recommend that starting out, and I recommend just actually going to the Instagram platform, if that's the platform you're using, or YouTube, and doing your own research there. So for Instagram, I would start out first with looking at different Instagram hashtags. You don't want to go super broad, so you wouldn't want to say just hashtag dog, and you would want to go with a lot more of a niche targeted hashtag to start finding people that could work for a partnership. Once you look into hashtags, I also recommend looking at places. So you can search by different places of if someone has checked into somewhere or tagged it in a post. So again, with the example of dogs, you could look at maybe a trendy doggy daycare place that is in your area around you or in a bigger city. And you can look at who is tagging and showing that they are there. That may be someone that is already more excited about posting about their dog. They're already being really involved with their dog on Instagram. So that may be a good fit for you of finding someone through the places area. I also recommend, now this one is a little bit better if you have already started building a brand on social media, but look at who's following you already. If you've already started building up a following on social media, start looking through your audience of who is following you and who may be a good fit for an influencer to partner with, because they already know you, so it's going to be a little bit easier of a pitch whenever you contact them. And once you've found an influencer that you think is going to be a good fit, you can also look through the suggested. So you just have to hit the little down arrow, and then you can get a list of other Instagram accounts that are suggested for you as well. So this can be a really great way, Instagram algorithms already doing all the work of finding people that are like this person that you've already deemed is a good fit for your store. So now you can go through and look at their accounts and see exactly maybe some additional people to follow up with and see if they'd be interested in partnering with you. Okay, so now that you're figuring out ways to find influencers, what are you looking for? You want to make sure, again, that you're partnering with the right influencer, so it's going to hopefully be the most profitable relationship for the both of you. So everyone, I feel like, goes after these huge accounts with all of these hundreds of thousands of followers and fans. However, a lot of times those people are going to cost you a lot more money to partner with. And it may be just a vanity metric and they may be purchasing those followers. I'm not saying that everyone's doing that, but you want to make sure that you are going with more niche targeted people. I recommend targeting micro influencers. So this would be people with 10,000 to 100,000 or even 50,000 followers on their social media accounts. And even that, you could go with someone with 5,000 subscribers or fans, as long as they are a little bit more engaged. You want to make sure that you're looking at the quality of the audience and not the size of the audience. So for this, again, go with someone a little bit smaller, like the 10,000 to 50,000 range for fans, and you want to look at their engagement. Whenever they post a photo, how many comments are they getting? How many likes are they getting? Are they getting a lot of engagement? Are they having people respond to them or comment to them and they're responding back? You're typically going to see a lot more engagement and following through people that have a smaller audience size. Once you get into millions of people that are following someone, you really start dropping on engagement there. So I really recommend you stick with a smaller micro influencer. Also look at what other platforms they're on. Maybe they're really active on Instagram, but they're also starting a YouTube channel. So it makes sense to partner with them for both. Having that multiple audience reach is really helpful because then hopefully, their audience on YouTube, even though maybe you just partner with them for an Instagram post, hopefully their audience on YouTube is going over to their Instagram as well. And so they're constantly bringing in new people that could see that post that you have partnered with them on. So overall, I hope you found that helpful in terms of how to find influencers, but I'd say also I have some tips on just how to stay organized. Because if you're doing all of this yourself, you want to make sure that you are staying organized and on top of who all you're contacting. So I recommend doing a big spreadsheet, whether that's with Excel or Google Drive or whatever it is that is your preferred software. Make sure that you're starting a file and that you are putting their name and information, how you contacted them, whether that was through email or direct message, the day you contacted them on, what their audience size is and their typical engagement, as well as if they followed back with you or not. So you know, okay, I need to follow back up with them, or maybe they actually reached back out to you and said, hey, this is the price and it's out of your range for now. That way you have the price listed there and you know what that is. You're really going to come across a huge spectrum of people in terms of what the cost is. Some people are going to want an upfront flat fee. Others are going to want free product and no additional fee. And then others are going to want maybe free product and a link to your site where they can get a commission based on the sales that they bring in. You can really structure it however you want that makes sense for your brand and your business and whatever stage you're at. But it's really important to know as you're reaching out to everyone what everyone's asking for and what deals you've made with different influencers. That way, especially, you can see what's working best and know, which influencers worked really well for bringing traffic to your store and which ones you may want to partner with again, or which ones you say, that didn't really work as well. So you want to make sure that you are documenting everything. And with that, just know that not everyone you contact is going to reach back out to you. Let's say you send 100 emails or direct messages out of different inquiries that you're sending to people. You may only get 15, 20 back in terms of reaching out with their rates. And even from there, you may only feel like 5 are within your price range and really make sense for your brand. So just remember that while it may be a little bit discouraging, it's still worth the effort to reach out to all the different people that you feel like are a good fit. And don't be discouraged if you get a bunch of no's or just crickets and you don't hear back from people. It is going to take some time to find different people that you think are going to work well for your audience and your product, and just reaching out to everyone. If you do try different deals with people and you are doing a code that you're giving them to your site, make sure to set that discount code up in your Shopify store or e-commerce platform so you can really track how many sales that influencer is bringing in. That obviously is going to be helpful if you're paying them a commission, but if not, it can be still really helpful to give them a discount code to incentivize sales for their audience. And that way you can really track which influencer worked the best and you may want to partner with for a bigger deal later on down the road. I hope you found this video helpful and you can get some tips on how to find influencers for your store. I would love to hear in the comments below, have you tried influencer marketing before? Did you try it with Instagram or YouTube, or what platform did you use? I would love to hear that, so make sure to comment below and let us know how your experience was. Also, don't forget to check out one of our latest videos here, all about our top 7 trends that we see happening for 2021. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.